hello. Now, you could just give me 1 minute while I get organised with my multi-streaming. I just have to check everything's all working and in place. Hi Marnie. Hi Pat. Patadinek. Yep, 1 second. Okay, good. Hello. How are you? You well? You good? I hope you are. It's alright if you're not, but I hope you are. Okay, time for a bit of meditation. I meditate throughout the day. This is just the one I do on Facebook, Instagram and YouTube. It's not a class, it's just a chance to meditate together. So if you're familiar with meditation, that's great. If you could just hang on for a minute while I explain what I do, just for the benefit of people who are new to meditation. So for me, it starts with why I would meditate. I'm trying to get in touch with the part of me that I connect to every night. I just don't do it consciously. It's the bit after dreaming. So I go to sleep, I'm dreaming, and then I drop out the bottom of dreaming into deep dreamless sleep, which is a very odd kind of place because I've got no memories of being there. I have no thoughts when I'm there. I've got no body that I know of. I've got no stories, no house, no country, no nothing. I sort of cease to exist in the way that I normally register that I'm here. Which sounds terrible, like that sounds like death. But I love going to sleep. And when I wake up in the morning, I feel refreshed. So some part of me knows it's a good place that I go to. And that's the place I want to connect to when I'm meditating. I just want to do it consciously. So because there's no thoughts that I can't seem to get there with my mind, so I have to find a way to get beyond my mind or past my mind to get to this place. So I make a little arrangement with my mind. I sort of say, hey look, we're going to do some meditation, could you just not think for the next 15 minutes? And my mind at this stage is quite on board with the idea. It's like, yeah, I've read things about meditation, I've lots of concepts about meditation, I've got lots of ideas about meditation. So yeah, sure, let's do that. So that's good. And then to stop thinking is relatively easy because thoughts are made of pictures and sound. So if I turn off the pictures and I turn off the sound, that's it. I'm not thinking. So that's good. And as soon as I do that, I begin the practice of meditation. So the intention of my meditation, as I said, is to go to this deep, mysterious, calm, beautiful, possibly eternal place. And then what runs parallel with it is the practice of meditation. And the practice of meditation is I turn off the pictures, and I turn off the sound, I stop thinking. A little bit of time passes and I discover that I'm thinking again. And so I turn off the pictures and I turn off the sound. A little bit more time passes and I discover I'm thinking again. So I turn off the pictures and I turn off the sound. And that's it. That's the practice of meditation. I just continually keep coming back to turning off the pictures, turning off the sound. I continually keep coming back to not thinking. And people say things to me when meditation comes up like, no, I tried meditation, it's not really my thing, I was thinking too much, I've got a busy mind, I think, it doesn't suit me. Which is a shame because I think that comes from just reading about the intention of meditation, which kind of gets a lot more publicity, where people are talking about being calm, peaceful, zen-like, mindful, all that stuff. Beautiful stuff. That's great. But it sort of encourages this idea that when you meditate, you're just going to sit there and you're not going to have a ripple on your mind. It's just going to be completely flat and it's going to be peaceful, beautiful and fantastic. Which isn't always the case. In fact, mostly it's not. Mostly it's as I described, you're just bringing your mind back all the time. So if you have that idea that it's just going to be completely no thinking, then you'll come out thinking, oh yeah, no, meditation's not for me. But nobody's mind is any more busy than another person's mind. And the power, you do have those moments of calm, beautiful peacefulness. But the real power in meditation is the bringing your mind back over and over and over again, bringing your mind back. So if you in the next 15 minutes, if you're thinking a lot, that's fine. You're doing great. I'll be thinking loads. Like I don't even keep track of it. It could be 100 times that I have to bring my mind back in the next 15 minutes, or less, or more. It doesn't matter, because the real power is in that moment where you go, oh, I'm thinking again. My intention here is to meditate, so I'm bringing my mind back. I'm not going to turn off the pictures, turn off the sound. Because regardless of what you're thinking about, as soon as you do that, as soon as you become conscious that you're thinking, then you are indirectly saying to yourself, I am not these thoughts, I'm something else. So that's pretty powerful. Okay, so while all that is going on, I'm also letting go of tension in my body. And it's too vague to not have a system for that. When I close my eyes, it's too vague in there. So I scan my body from my head down to my feet and back up again. Very slowly, very gently, and anywhere I find tension, I let it go. So I use my out-breath to let it go, to let the tension go, because it's just quite natural to just let the breath go. And it's also a good way to remember to breathe, because it's quite easy to hold your breath when you're meditating, or forget to breathe. So I'm also, as I'm scanning my body, I'm paying particular attention to any structures that go transverse or across my body, because mostly my body runs from my head down to my feet, longitudinally, and anywhere that goes across, I sort of think of it like a log going across a stream. It just has a tendency to accumulate the logs and the leaves and the twigs and all the stuff that's coming down the river. Similarly, any structures that are going across my body have a tendency to accumulate tension. So I'm paying particular attention to my eyes, my mouth, my jaw, my tongue, base of my neck, shoulder girdle, all my joints, they're all going across. So my shoulders, elbows, wrists, fingers, my heart area, my pelvic diaphragm, my intestines, my pelvic floor, my hips, my knees, my ankles, and my toes. If you're new to meditation, a nice quiet room, it's really helpful. The quiet is helpful because one of the things that triggers thoughts are little sounds. So the less little sounds you have, the more you'll be helping your mind not to think. And I encourage you to sit up, because it's too hard if you're lying down not to fall asleep, because your little body just goes, oh, well, I'm lying down and my eyes are closed, it must be time for sleep. So you'll either fall asleep, not that there's anything wrong with falling asleep, but the intention is to go to this place consciously, not unconsciously. So it's kind of defeating the purpose. So if you don't fall asleep, you'll battle sleep, which is just as distracting, or almost as distracting as if there was a radio outside the room. So yeah, sit up. You don't have to sit in any special position. You don't have to sit in the lotus position or anything like that, unless you're very comfortable doing that. I just sit in a chair. And yeah, sitting up is good. What else? I set a timer for how long I'm going to meditate for. That's again just to help my mind have one less thing to think about. I'm going to set my timer for 15 minutes. But if you're new, I'd encourage you to set yours for 5 minutes and repeat that 3 times. Because 15 minutes can feel like a really long time if you're not used to it. And around the 7-minute mark, you'll start thinking about time. So, start off with 5, repeat it 3 times, and then work your way up as you practice more. Right, so if there are no questions, nope. Alright. Okay, off we go into the mystery. So if you feel like you went very deep inside yourself, then take a little while to come back before you open your eyes. Or if you feel like you can hold the inner space and the outer space at the same time, then just open your eyes. Alright, well, thank you very much for meditating with me. And I'll see you for some more meditation, unless I see you at the Zoom group, which will be in about an hour and 10 minutes. So yeah, if you want to come to the Zoom group, just send me a message of one kind or another and I'll send you the Zoom link. So I'll either see you there or I'll see you for more meditation tomorrow or the next day. Alright, bye.